This
Start the recording.
conference will now be recorded.
So yesterday, to begin with, we had a quick understanding about how this training program is organized and how this training program is being organized like a project and how this will be helpful for you and how I make the things organized for you in real time point of view. So this is all I was writing for you other day. You learn the complete SD module along with FI integration, production planning integration, materials management, warehouse management understanding, and how this training program is designed like a project, which gives you a live exposure, how this will give you one full end-to-end understanding of SAP in terms of implementation. And I was talking about, I will be taking an example of a company once we start our regular training program. And I said about these are some of the example companies what I have taken for my other completed batch. And I was also log into the SAP system and shown you one transaction cycle for MRF. So we had a quick introduction about the training program in yesterday's session. Now, today we will understand the next introduction part, which is again very, very important. Reason you all are here to learn the module SAP SD, that is SD module in SAP domain. So when you're learning SD module, SD is all about what? Sales and distribution. Fine. Now, if I straightly start teaching you log into SAP system, an application, customizing an application, executing an application, you may follow up to a certain extent, you may not follow up to a certain extent. So the concept over here is you need to understand the entire business process. When you understand the entire business process, then okay, to justify the business process, these are the applications he is teaching and these are the application I'm learning. You get a focus drawn, you get a focus clarity. So when I say business process, everybody should understand how the sales flow in a company. All right, so we'll understand today how the sales operations executes in a company, because we play a customer role in every company. When I say we play a customer role in every business process, what exactly it mean? So when I say we play a customer role in a particular business process, so when I say about the business process, it is all about the flow. So when I say we play a customer role, it is all about, say you might have been a part of, when you say you might have purchased a mobile, you might have purchased a car, you might have purchased say a television, you might have been purchased a shirt, you might have been purchased shoes, any process. When you are involved in purchasing, there is a business process. So we play a customer role in our day-to-day common life. We are well versed with how the sales flow, right? So when you want to buy, where you are going? You are going to an outlet. When you are going to an outlet, who is going to an outlet? Customer. Customer is going to an outlet for what? To buy a
Super.
product, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I see your name with Dell. Can you please change your name, please?
Oh, is the my one?
Yeah, yeah,
My name is Sharat, actually.
yeah. Please change your name. Click on go to meeting on the top and say you first see the first name, like edit
Yeah.
name. There you can. Yeah, thank you. So a customer is going to an outlet for what? Customer is going to an outlet. Now an outlet can be recognized in how many ways? So an outlet can be recognized as a dealer or distributor or wholesaler, retailer, or it can be e-com, that is online. Okay, so here the point is a customer is going to an outlet. If you want to buy a car, you are going to a dealer. You want to buy a mobile, you may go to a distributor, you may go to a wholesaler, you may go to a retailer, you may go to online store, or you may go to dealer, because these all are the channels through which the electronic products are reachable. But if I want to buy a car, I cannot go to a retailer, I cannot go to a wholesaler. There is a concept of car seller is through dealers only. So the naming of the outlet differs from the company to company. Okay, don't get confused on this. So the concept over here is the outlet is defined in many ways depending upon the company. If you are implementing SAP into a pharmaceutical based domain, so you'll find the wholesalers, you'll find in some stages retailers. If you are implementing SAP into automobile, you'll find dealer. If you are implementing SAP into some kind of FMCG domain, you'll find distributors. So outlets naming will differ. So just for your understanding, I've been given all over here. Now a customer is going to an outlet for what? Here
Product.
is going for a product. And what he looks in for a product, what is the price, what is an offers, any discounts, or any schemes done. So a customer is going to an outlet for a particular product. He's looking out for all this kind of information. Where he's getting all this? At a sales counter, right? It can be inquiry, or it can be a quotation, or it can be an order, right? So a customer is going to an outlet, which can be any one among this channel, I mean to say, for a particular product. He is getting the clarity on this all, where he may raise an inquiry asking for this so and so product. He may raise a quotation asking for so and so product. He may raise an order buying for so and so product and the pricing, etc. Now, fine, the customer is going to an outlet for a product and he's convinced the pricing and it's all. What is the next moment he seeks? He want to know whether the product is available or not. So system should give the availability status, ATP will say, availability status. Fine. You as a customer go into an outlet which is any one among this channel for a particular product and you're convinced with all its pricing and offers. You raise an order, for example, and the system should show the availability status. Product unda leda, product hai ya nahi hai? Yes, it is available. What is next moment? With reference to this, you raise a, I mean, once you confirm, the delivery transaction will be raised. And here it should give you the clarity of date of delivery again. Product available is one type, date of delivery is one type. There is a slight difference in it. For example, now there is an outlet in Hyderabad and you live 25 kilometers away from the outlet. By the time you get the delivery, it takes some time. There is a person who live just 2 kilometers away from the outlet. The time consumption to get the product to him is different. Or simple example, think about Amazon. The product is very much available in Amazon and you're convinced the price and offers, fine. The seller is located in Delhi. You're placing an order from Hyderabad. So by the time it reaches you, it takes some time. There is one more customer who is placing an order from Delhi itself. So he may get the order mostly the same day or very next day. Slight difference will be there, right? So date of delivery is all about, it can be time based, or it can be company's policies based, or it can be based upon the other orders in pipeline you turn when you will get. So that's the point of clarity. So you're raising an order, it is giving the availability, and with reference to your confirmation, the delivery has been raised and it is giving you the date of delivery when the product is reachable to you. Available is, yes, it's available. Date of delivery is proper date when it will be reachable to you. Done. With reference to this delivery transaction, you raise an invoice, billing. Now, this is the flow of the transaction process happens in every sales operations. This is what happens, right? In this, how many departments? Let us not talk about SAP now. Let us talk generally about departments. How many departments you are seeing here? This all process is happening in sales department. In SAP, it is called SD module, right? Now, when you got to execute the sale product, a product you see from manufacturing point of view, a product you see from inventory point of view, a product you see from accounting point of view, a product you see from warehousing point of view. So manufacturing in SAP, production planning, inventory in SAP, materials management, accounting in SAP, FI, warehouse in SAP, WM. So you see a product recognized among all these modules. Outlet is all about core sales department. An outlet again can be recognized any one among these channels. A customer is to be maintained from accounting point of view. A customer is to be maintained from selling point of view, because how important a customer is for sales department, that very important a customer is for accounting department. The sales department need a customer to whom we sell. Finance department need a customer from whom the payment is collected. So the point of clarity here is the understanding of the business process is very, very, very important. Understand this point, please. So when you have a clarity on the business process, you can justify any business requirement, any business flow. Got you, everybody? Still, you will understand much more in detail. Now, you understood how the other departments affects the sales operations. Now, the same process I'm going to show in the SAP system once again. So when I say the same process I'm going to show in the SAP system once again, like what we have seen other day, a transaction process of MRF, which was given you a general understanding about the, okay, when we take a company and customize how it executes, you got a clarity other day. But today, why again we are going again, because I shown you the transaction process in a company, how this works. Once again, if you see the end-to-end cycle, you'll get a focus on, okay, what we had understood just now on the board. If it is customized for a company, when you execute that, how this works, you understood kind of. All right. So let's see how this works. Now SD is all about what? SD is all about O to C, order to cash. అంటే ఒక కస్టమర్ ఒక అవుట్లెట్ కి వెళ్ళి ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ దాని ప్రైజింగ్ పైన కన్విన్స్ అయ్యి ఒక ఆర్డర్ రైజ్ చేస్తే ఆ ఆర్డర్ ఒక అవైలబిలిటీ చూపెట్టాలా, దానికి డెలివరీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ రైజ్ చేస్తే ఎప్పుడు డెలివరీ అవుతుందని చెప్పాలా, అండ్ బిల్ రైజ్ చేస్తే సేల్స్ కాల్ ఈज కంప్లీటెడ్. सो एक कस्टमर जो है एक आउटलेट को जा रहा है, आउटलेट जो है कोई भी हो सकता है, आउटलेट को जा रहा है एक प्रोडक्ट के वास्ते, उसका प्राइस ऑफर्स पूरा समझ के उन्होंने ऑर्डर जब प्लेस करेगा, वो ऑर्डर का अवेलेबिलिटी दिखाना चाहिए, उसका डेट ऑफ डिलीवरी कब मिलेगा दिखाना चाहिए, बिल वंस रेज करने के बाद सेल्स कॉल विल बी कंप्लीटेड. So this is the flow of the transaction. So when it comes to SAP, SD with FI integration, SD with production planning integration, SD with materials management integration, SD with warehouse management integration. This is what is the flow. So these are the departments in generally we speak. These are the modules in SAP we speak. So you learn the complete module SD configuration 100%, but you are also learning some part of these areas up to a certain extent, which I am teaching as extra, so that my trainee understand one full end-to-end SAP ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఎక్స్ప్లోజర్. అంటే ఒక రియల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో మీరు జెన్యున్ గా ఫస్ట్ డే నుంచి లాస్ట్ డే వరకు ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ లో ఉంటే మీ మోడల్ ఎట్లాగో మీకు ఏం జరుగుతుందో తెలుస్తుంది, అదర్ మోడల్స్ లో ఏమేమి జరుగుతుందో కూడా మీకు ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. सो यहाँ पे अगर आप जेन्यूनली एक फुल एंड टू एंड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में अगर आप इन्वॉल्व हो तो आपको मालूम होता है आपका मॉड्यूल में प्रोसेस कैसा जाएगा, लेकिन आपको ये भी मालूम होता है अदर मॉडल्स का आपका मॉडल के साथ इंटीग्रेशन में क्या एक्सप्लोजर है. सो when I'm saying this training program goes like a project, what is a project? A project means an implementation of SAP into a company. Not only one module, a group of modules. The complete implementation is all about end-to-end execution. That is a project. Tomorrow when you join a company, what you'll do? You will be, for example, I'll say Dell. Okay, I take an example of Dell for your training point of view as a project. Dell is a company which is SAP implemented. So everybody understand what is Dell, or I'll take HP. Everybody understand what is HP, or I'll take Acer. So these are the three project example which I plan to take for your batch according to, because see, this is a public system. Once I log into SAP system, it's a public system. I'm login for teaching point of view, you log in for practice point of view. So we'll check among these three. If any trainee is not been used, then we'll go with one of the company and we'll complete customizing all this for that company. Today I'm going to start till the end of our training program. We'll execute for that company only. Fine. Now coming back to project. So when I say a project, when you're involved, you'll be knowing this end-to-end clarity. Now, after this training program, when you show some experience, say 2+ years or 3+ years, when you put on, my trainee should speak that real time. So that's the reason I made this training program like a project. That is the reason I'm explaining you the sales functionality. When you know how the sales flow in a company, when you know how the other module integrate with SD module, and when you understand the applications, outlet is all about your sales counter, order, availability, delivery, billing, customer, product, pricing. These all are applications in SAP. You are going to customize an application which allows to create a customer. You are going to customize an application which allows you to execute a sales call. You're going to customize the system which gives you the availability. You're going to customize the system, an application which allows you to raise a delivery transaction. You're going to customize a billing system. You're going to customize these all outlets. Everything, whatever been written on the board, they are the applications to be customized of these domain related. So when I'm teaching you how to customize an application, okay, to justify the usage, you are doing this. That's the clarity you get. And remember, everybody, see, I'm doing the session and you're attending the session. Good. While going session is going on, you may understand up to certain extent, or you may understand completely very well, or in some situations you may not understand also. Don't worry on that. Every day after the class, the recording will be sent to you. You can go through the recording after the class. Once you go through the recording couple of times, you will get every focus of what I'm trying to express. And every session is interrelated. Yesterday introduction, today's introduction again, tomorrow's introduction will goes to a subject level and then the subject part. Every session is interrelated. Okay, so nothing can be synced in your mind with one instance. Dedication and time investment is very important. So at the time of session, you will be coming to know, okay, what's going around, an outline picture. When you replay the recording couple of times and when you start practicing and involving, then you'll get the total flow at its own pace based upon your understanding. So don't get panic. Sit relaxedly and see what I'm explaining, understand what I'm explaining, and follow how I'm working. And please follow my guidelines, whatever I say. So you can learn the subject easily within no time. Fine. So what we do now, coming back to this structure, So when you put on 2+ years or 3+ years of experience, you need to speak the subject of your module 100%, and you also should know the well-verse of integrations with other modules. So justifying this, we're going to start working in the SAP system, making all this hierarchy. Now, quickly, let me log into the SAP screen now. Give a minute. So here, see, SD is all about O to C, order to cash asset, right? Now, I logged into SAP system. I'm raising an order, VA01, enter. So here for a batch I've taken HLL, for a batch I've taken MRF, for a batch I've taken Hyundai. Like this, for every batch, I do take an example of a company and we customize everything. Like how I said that I'm going to start for your batch, maybe a Dell, maybe HP, or maybe an Acer. Like this already, I'm showing you one transaction cycle using my previous happened batch. See, I'm taking an order type here. And this is a batch which I'm done with an example of Hyundai, which is an SAP implemented company. And the sales location, that is your sales organization, Hyundai sales organization. And if I click over here, the distribution channel I made with an online store, I made with an offline store. See, the focus here is when I click on the drop down, it is showing the values of everything with Hyundai name. It is not showing anything which is coming in SAP default. What we customized, we are seeing in execution, right? Now, in a project, what you customized will be executed by the company's employees. I'm implementing SAP into Hyundai. So what I am implemented for Hyundai, Hyundai employees will be using that and they are using that business process. So you're not finding any difference in this training room and at a workplace. At workplace, what that is the client is asking, you're customizing and giving it him. Here, I play a client role. This is the way they will be asked. I play a consultant role. This is how it to be customized. I'm playing an end user role, showing you how to execute. So, and remember, I want my trainee to take a company as example from your side. How the way I'm making the customizing from my side here, you got to make from your side as it is. That gives you the best clarity about the real-time exposure. So you are groomed on understanding, you are groomed on analyzing, you are groomed on execution, right? So I take Hyundai for example, and for what the transactions happening, Hyundai got a sedan make, basic make, and SUV make. I say it is happening for sedan. Okay, let me take C8. Done. So who is the customer? I don't remember. Long back I'm done this. So my customer is Mr. Rajesh. What is the product? C8 followed by star. The product what I made is C8 RE650. How much quantity? As one. As one I give. And when I say enter, see the scenarios what I executed for the batch. Now Rajesh is placing an order, but Rajesh have a preferences. Send the shipment to Mr. Nutan, who is located in Chennai. So think about in your Amazon, we have such situation. For example, in your Amazon, you can add up your address, you can add up your friend's address, you can add up your office address, you can add up your resident address. So whenever you're raising an order in Amazon, one address you set as default. Yes, I made Mr. Rajesh as default here. And if given a chance, if I want to change, I can change to Nutan also because I maintain that address also. That's the point of scenarios. These are real time kind of. So when you understand how to set up this, because when I was teaching for this batch, I've set up this scenario which I taught to them. So it is coming here. I say, Mr. If I'm not saying anything, defaultly it picks up Rajesh himself for ship to. Okay. So it picks up the ship to here. Give me 1 minute. Okay. There are so many structures. The regular server what I'm using, it is down for a time being. So I'm using this old one. So what are the structures? These are long back happened. So some things will be messed up kind of. I just want to show you one transaction so that you will get a clarity. Give me 1 minute. Okay, see everybody. Now, a given sold to party as Mr. Ganesh, system is picking himself as the shipping address. Because when I was doing this batch, the same scenario is been taken for ship to also. So we change and we see the different executions. Now today is what? 22nd. When is the delivery date given? 1st of April. So on the board, what you've seen here, a customer is going to an outlet. Yes, who is the customer here? Mr. Ganesh is the customer. He's coming to where? To Toshiba showroom because a sales order is happening. Okay, he's been to a Toshiba offline store. That is a dealer or a distributor or a wholesaler. Any name it can be. A customer is coming to an outlet of Toshiba, placing an order. That is, he's raising an order, given a product that is Toshiba, and it is giving the pricing and it offers. Let's see now. So it is giving the price as 47,000. But here there is one condition is showing as missing. That is discount condition. This batch was long back completed. So it is showing as missing discount because I have given, see, discount cannot be for lifetime, right? You'll give for a certain valid time. So I given the discount for a valid time and I made discount condition as a mandatory. So that is the reason it is asking to enter discount. So TOSD as a 10. So here if you see 45,000 minus 10 is recognizing as percentage because when I configured, I made discount to be entered as percentage. When I give 10, it is recognizing as percentage. So 45,000 minus 4,500 less. So it is 40,500 as a price and 2,000 as a delivery and handling charges. So it is becoming 42,500. So like this, you get to see everything customized lively and executable lively. So you got a clarity about price, offers, and schemes now. Now the availability. Yes. If I click on procurement, the product is available on 1st of April. If I click on shipping here, you get a proper date. Material is available on 1st, loading is happening in 1st, and delivery is scheduled on 1st of April. So that's what you're getting here, date of delivery. when delivery transaction has been raised, and when you raise a bill, the sales call is completed. So to get this all transaction flow, how many modules you are seeing here? This transaction is happening in SD, sales order, a customer, product, availability, delivery date, pricing. So SD with FI, the pricing part, availability, materials management part, date of delivery, the warehouse management part, product from accounting, selling, inventory, production, because from which plant the stock is been sourced. This is a plant, and you get the shipping point also. Okay, it is yet to, I mean, somehow it is not reflecting here, but it is configured, the shipping point also, for the delivery purpose where it is. So how the way I was making you all understand on the whiteboard, the same way you're seeing in the system, one full end-to-end transaction cycle of SAP focusing the SD module. So as a consultant, you will be customizing. So from that time onwards, I'm using the word customizing. Some people may understand, some people may not. Now, for example, when I want to create an order, every value of Toshiba you are seeing. When I click on the drop down, it is showing the product. When I click on the drop down, it is showing the customer. When I click on the drop down, it is showing the availability. That is, as a consultant, we have customized these all inputs in the backend level. What you are seeing this is purely end user job. A sales order creation is end user job, but the values which are reflecting in the drop down, they are customized. That is what you're going to learn. You will be learning how to customize. You will be learning how to execute, because you should know how to execute the things. If you don't know how to execute, then how you will understand the issues raised by the employees of the company when they are using? Who are the employees of the company? For example, employees of Toshiba. Who are you? A consultant. Think about working for IBM. So when IBM got a project to implement SAP, on behalf of IBM, you as a consultant will be customizing all this. After that, when it is handed out to Toshiba as a company, Toshiba employees will be doing all this daily execution. When something is not happening, then you step in and figure out the issues. So that's the way everything you learn with some exposure of a real time. Until you understand the real time usage, then you may not understand why you're learning. So everything what I'm going to teach, first we'll discuss a scenario like this, and this we are going to see in the system. Today what we have done, I've written the entire end-to-end sales operations, how it works in a company. Justifying that, I logged into SAP system and shown you one transaction. Done. So that's the flow of clarity how this works. All right, done. Now, the very next step, what we need to do now. You understood yesterday the basic introduction. Today you understood the introduction about the sales functionality and sales operations. And again, we had a quick log into SAP system to see one full end-to-end cycle of SD with the involvement of integration. So yesterday and today, most of things are commonly explored with some added inputs kind of. And next session, what we're going to see is all about introduction to project flow of beginning in SAP. So when I'm starting a project, how I start, from where I start. In terms of functionality, what are the phases of understanding the client business process? So we take an example of a company, either Dell or HP or Acer. and we understand the business functionality, that is business process. And I'll divide the understanding business process into a parts, and what comes in what part you'll understand. And then we'll pick up one area and we start understanding that area in brief with respect to whichever example we're taking. So that gives you more clarity. Okay, now think that, okay, I'm into SAP now. I've been working in a company. I'm in addressing the client. I'm understanding the client. I'm analyzing the client. I'm customizing the client requirement. That is what my focus is, to seed into your mind. With this focus, you take an example of a company after the class and you start focusing that company with that scenarios, and you execute your scenarios after the class, and I execute my scenarios during the class. So that gives you a real-time exposure. All right, everybody. Okay. So I do share this recording. Do collect the recording from the organizer. That's the first point. And do give the clarity of your joining to the organizer so that they will start the process of set up the SAP system for you to access, so that you can log in after the class to start practicing. Because mostly tomorrow I may log into SAP system at an instance tomorrow to begin with some 1 or 2 entries, and followed by from upcoming day you will be having practicals to be started after the session. So before I start, before we start the practicals, let you all organize with your system setup. That's what my intention is. And people who joined just today, just stay on. Rest all you can leave. So thank you all, and use the same link to join tomorrow at the same time. Good night and good day. Bye bye, everybody.